First of all, for the Board of Elections, we have a Pennsylvania Voter Hall of Fame membership application. Someone in our county who has been voting for many, many years consecutively. And I should read this. Is that what we're reading? Can Nathan sign this? I, the undersigned, do declare that I am a registered elector of Pennsylvania and that I have voted in every general election at which I was eligible for 50 or more consecutive years. And at that name, address, and residence, okay? And that was Wade J. Brown, Sr. And we just want to recognize him. We'll be sending out, he was going to come, but he didn't make it, so we'll be sending this out, Nathan, to him. And that's a long time, 50 plus years, so. Thank you, Wade. Go ahead.
At this time, I ask for any public input on agenda items only for the election board. Hearing none, a motion is needed to approve and dispense with the reading of the minutes of the August 4th, 2020 election board meeting.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to ratify the following reports and agreements as listed on your public meeting agenda.
A through G. Motion.
Second that.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
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 Motion carries.
At this time, we'd ask any old business. Any new business? Hearing none, at this time, any public input on the election board?
Nathan, you have anything? Caleb, anybody? Okay. Okay, then we will adjourn and go to our regular scheduled meeting. And that is here. This is Mr. Brown's thing.
At this time,
Before we get to anything, I don't want to interrupt.
okay, go ahead.
Don't slap me, okay? I just, because I'm going to forget this, and I just want to make this announcement, the papers, so they can put it in, that tomorrow's prison board meeting will be canceled. So there will not be a prison board meeting tomorrow, our usually monthly meeting. Judge Saylor has canceled that. And I didn't want to forget that, and I would have, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Mary
at this
Rose.
point, we're calling for any citizens' input for agenda items only for the Northumberland County Commissioners' Public Agenda meeting. Hearing none, a motion is needed to approve and dispense with the reading of the minutes of the Commissioners' Public Meeting held on Tuesday, November 10th, 2020.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to pay all county and Lucas Fuels payrolls as submitted by the Human Resource Office for payroll number 23, the amount of $758,563.38, and payroll number 24 in the amount of $762,241.85.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to pay all county and liquid fuel bills as submitted by the county controller in the amount of $5,155,844.87.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Announcements. The next regular public meeting will be held on Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020 at 1 p.m. in the public meeting room at the Administration Center, 399 Stadium Drive, Sunbury. A work session will be held on Tuesday, December 15th, 2020, beginning at 10 a.m. in the Commissioners' Conference Room. The Northumberland County Courthouse, Administration Center, and related county facilities will be closed on Friday, December 25th, 2020, in observance of the Christmas holiday, and Friday, January 1st, 2021, in observance of the New Year's holiday. A motion is needed to approve the following reports as listed on your public meeting agenda.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to approve the 2021 proposed budget for Northumberland County, general fund and all funds, and advertise it according to law. The proposed budget will be advertised and made available for public inspection for 20 days, in compliance with the county code, with the intent to adopt the final budget at a future public meeting of the Northumberland County Commissioners.
Make the motion.
Second that.
On the question, I would just like to say this is a proposed budget that I would like to thank everyone for the past many weeks, the commissioners and department heads who have been meeting, Steve Cook, who has been working on this budget, and, we had to do a lot of things to get to meet this budget, and this budget, if it's approved in 20 days, will have no tax increase for the citizens of Northumberland County. And again, I want to thank the commissioners, all the department heads that have worked on this, and hopefully in 20 days, this thing will be approved and we can move forward for the next year. Okay? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Motion need to grant permission to advertise the following: a 2021 meeting dates for Commissioners' public meetings, Election Board, Retirement Board, work sessions, Planning Commission, Industrial Development Authority, Prison Board, and LEPC meetings. All salary board meetings will be on an as-needed basis and will be advertised accordingly.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion need authorizing payment for approximately $466,762 to retirees for health and welfare benefits for the year 2020, as submitted by the Controller's Office.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
At this time, we'd like to recognize the Controller for a report on the bid openings held on Monday, November 30th, 2020 at 10:30 a.m. in the Administration Center for supply and delivery of home heating oil for various county buildings.
Northumberland County received one bid for supply and delivery of home heating oil to numerous county buildings in the amount of 29.5 cents per gallon handling charge.
Motion is needed to award the bid for supply and delivery of home heating oil for various county buildings to Miller Gas and Oil, Shamokin, Pennsylvania, at a cost of 29.5 cents per gallon handling charge, as recommended by the county engineer.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to ratify a letter of support to Representative Fred Keller from the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Progressive Agricultural Organization in their efforts to get better milk prices for dairy farmers.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to reappoint the following individuals to the Behavioral Health and Intellectual Developmental Services Advisory Board for 3-year terms beginning January 1st, 2021 and ending December 31st, 2023. Reappointments are Ann Reeves, Connie Tressler, Renee Allen Werner, Dean Williard.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to reappoint the following individuals to the Planning Commission for 4-year terms beginning January 1st, 2021 and ending December 31st, 2024. Reappointments, Ed Cristiano and Ronald Marshall.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to adopt changes to the Northumberland County Land Development Ordinance, SALDO, fee schedule, as requested by Coordinator of Planning and Economic Development, Justin Scavery.
Second that.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to adopt a fee change to the inmate telephone services with IC Solutions LLC, as submitted by the Northumberland County Prison.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to authorize the leasing of a mail machine from Pitney Bowes at a monthly cost of $295.53 at Behavioral Health and Intellectual Developmental Services, as submitted by BHIDS Administrator Carmine Piccarelli.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to authorize Chairman Samuel J. Chicatano and Vice Chairman Joseph M. Claybon as signatories for CDBG and home invoices for the CARES Act contract, as submitted by Coordinator of Planning and Economic Development, Justin Scavery.
Motion?
Second.
On the question,
I don't need to sign it?
all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to retain Bapst, Khalid, Clements, and Zumner, PC, to represent Northumberland County in the Trump et al. Versus Bokvar et al. 602 MD 2020.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to ratify the Juvenile Probation Services Grant Agreement through the Juvenile Court Judges Commission in the amount of $151,537 for fiscal year 2020 to 2021.
So moved.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to ratify an award notification for subgrant number 2020-IP-ST-34521 for Northumberland County RIP Treatment Courts 2021 on behalf of Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency for a project period July 1st, 2020 to June 30th, 2021, as submitted by adult probation.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Mr. Garrigan.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Motion to adopt Resolution R-126-20, resolution for Luzerne County Flood Protection Authority designating Charles Hopta Jr. as the agent to serve on the Mitigation Committee for a term beginning January 1st, 2021 and ending December 31st, 2021.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-127-20, resolution to authorize the chairman to execute a statement of revival for the Northumberland County Airport Authority extending its term of existence by 50 years.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-128-20, contract renewal between the Northumberland County Commissioners and Klasick and Associates, P.C. for professional auditing services for the year as of December 31st, 2020.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-129-20, amendment to resolution to, quote, declare a disaster emergency, unquote, on behalf of the Northumberland County Commissioners in regard to COVID-19 dated November 24, 2020, as issued by Governor Tom Wolf, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Office of the Governor.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-130-20, agreements, amendments, revisions, grants, leases, and reports between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Human, Senior, and Social Services as named service providers as listed. Numbers 1 through 7. The above agreements, amendments, revisions, grants, leases, and reports are not with county employees, nor does their organizational contract list county employees as principals in their corporation or on their board of directors.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
At this time, there's a call for any old business.
Under new business, the commissioners have been talking the past couple of days and have gotten together, and we have decided to be proactive as far as the county buildings are concerned, excluding, you want to just read that then when we get to that? Excluding the courthouse, which will not be affected by this, but we are going to go back to our March concept of still having the buildings opened, but not necessarily to the public. They would be open to our employees to come in and work in the offices. The public would be dropping off their information at the doors like we did before, and then they would be brought up either by security. Security would call someone down to do that work. It's just to because of what's going on with the governor and everything else, we feel it's a good reason to be proactive and do something now. We would probably like to continue this until, I think, January 4th, which is the Monday after New Year's. And then as the weeks go, we would continue to look at this. But we're hoping this would stop or help control what's happening in other parts of the state. So again, it would only encounter our county buildings that we would drop things off at the door like we did before. The Human Services Department would start working again like they did, rotating from at-home work and
Teams.
in teams like we have done before. And we'll go over all that. Mary Rose will send some things out and information on that. The courthouse, after talking with the judge and his representative this morning, will stay opened like it regularly is, and he'll be the one who will make that decision if that decision is made. He feels the courthouse still needs to be opened, and there's not many cases or anything. So COVID cases, that he feels they can still be opened, and he'll make any decision at a later time and do that announcement. So this would only affect county buildings where the public comes in, this building, human services buildings, I guess probation over at the human services buildings.
Court employees, they are in the human services.
Yes, but they're in the human service building. So that's who this would affect, and I think Mr. Klebon has something he wants to read that I guess we got from somewhere.
Well, obviously, as you're aware, our county is a substantial risk in a substantial risk category. And the CDC, the Department of Health, they're predicting, and it's occurring now, spikes in this. Is probably the spikes are higher than they were in the spring. So the action that we're taking is, I think Commissioner Chickatano is going to go till January.
January 4th.
Yeah.
I think that's the Monday after New Year's, and
Right.
that's when we'll look to start back up again, as long as everything is going fairly well in our county.
We're going to evaluate this on a day-by-day, week-by-week basis. We're obviously concerned with everyone's health, safety, and well-being. And we urge everyone to take all precautions necessary, take this very seriously, to protect yourselves, your families, your neighbors, and remember that there's three W's: wear a mask, wash your hands, and watch your distancing. And we got to take this very seriously. Okay.
And maybe, Commissioner Best, maybe you just want to say how we want to just be proactive, that this is not a situation in the county for any reason to do this except, and you can explain that.
So I think everybody can probably agree that in the spring, it might have been rare for you to have known someone, lost someone, or experienced a reason to have to quarantine. Now it's becoming more normal. You might know a neighbor lost a loved one, God forbid, or had to be quarantined yourself, or loved ones had to be quarantined. The expectation is that this could be worse, and our area is indicated as something that we should be concerned about. So the three of us met, and we met with the court and Mary Rose, our chief clerk, and we decided that the best thing to do is to sort of roll back to some of the things that we laid out in the spring. And the department heads, you're going to be running fairly similar, but we're going to meet with you and discuss. Obviously, you all have individual issues that come up. HR is always available. Liberal leave policy is still available. So what we want to do is safeguard our departments. So the teams, just so the public understands, many of our departments work in teams of 3. So that is a contingency plan so that at no time will Northumberland County be without its human services. So one will be in office, but now they can space out, oh my goodness, 12, 14, 15 feet apart from each other. One will be on call out in the field, and the other will be working from at home doing the necessary paperwork that they always do. So that allows it to keep going. And it minimizes risk to the entire department. So we just wanted to be proactive, make sure we take care of our employees so you can take care of your families. And we encourage the public to stay home a little bit more, be a little bit more cautious, and hopefully we'll get through this soon.
We're going to recommend that the department heads keep in touch with the commissioners and submit the rotating schedule of people that are working at home, so we have a log on who's home, who's in, and so we can keep a record of all that.
So question, when do you want this to take effect?
This will take effect starting tomorrow? Yes, starting tomorrow. Since the prison board meeting, which is canceled, so we will start this starting tomorrow. Okay, are there any questions by the public, anyone? Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, then I make a motion to adjourn. Thank you.